Hey, it's Stan, and this review is going to be on the very first episode of Kono Subarashii Sekai ni Shukufuku wo. And that's a hella long title of the anime in this season. And this takes place in a fantasy world, not a new concept, but it was a different atmosphere because it was just all comedy-wise, and it was just making fun of MMORPG games in general. And this episode is when it shows us that you can choose between heaven or being reincarnated, but being reincarnated you get to choose something to take with him, like a memory or something that you don't forget in that world. And the funniest part in this episode was when our main character Kazuma, he died by a shock factor from when he almost got ran over by a truck, which was not even a truck, it was a fucking what was it? It was that farmer vehicle shits. And another funny part about this episode was that his parents went to the fucking hospital and they fucking laughed their ass off because of the way he died, which I would think too. If I was in that position, I would fucking laugh my ass off too, because he was very young, and I don't think being young would make you get a heart attack and just fucking die. And in this, after he died, he went to this dimension where there was a goddess named Aqua, and she gave him the option between heaven and reincarnation. And obviously the story wouldn't go on if he went to heaven, so for plot conveniences, he chose being reincarnated. And the very smart thing that our main character did in this episode was that he chose her to come with him, and because she didn't specify what that object that you could bring with you in that reincarnation world, so he just picked her. So someone else came with wings, I think it was another goddess or whatever. She took Aqua's place, and now they're both in this fantasy world where they have to defeat the Demon King to get the fuck out of there, which was a pretty good concept of this anime. I really like that the atmosphere. And also this episode we see that you have to pick a role, pick a job, a class, whatever, and also you have to join a guild. But they were broke because they just got into that world, so they had no knowledge of it, and they had to work their ass off and get some money and get, you know, that class. Overall, this episode was a good start by Studio Dean. They also have that other anime, it's like a historical one, I don't know, it looked kind of historical. I didn't really start that anime because I'm kind of biased on what anime I choose because of the art style and how it looks, so I didn't really get to start that anime yet. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. It was very funny, and that's it about this review. I'll see you guys in the next video, guys.